A bad candidate experience is a red flag. My name is Joel Lodgy. I've been in the recruitment space for coming up to a decade, mainly on the agency side. So I've worked with hundreds of clients and lots of hiring managers. One of the things I can tell you is the hiring process is a direct reflection of what it's going to be like to work at the company. If you're running into really long processes where there's not a lot of communication, there's moving slowly, there's multiple stages, they're asking the same questions at each stage, these are all red flags. It could mean there's poor communication, they don't have a plan, they don't really know how to work together. This is why you find yourself in situations where you're interviewing for 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds and the company cannot make the decision. If you think the interview process is going to be bad, imagine what it's going to be like working with these people. Maybe they're not good with quick communication, they don't prioritize, they don't have a good process. You need to pay attention to not just how you're getting along in the interview and when you're interacting with people, but look at what the process is. Is there transparency? Do they look like they know what they're doing? If you're answering no to those questions, those could be red flags, and you seriously need to consider whether or not the company is actually going to be a good fit. The problem is most people need a job. So they go through these long, arduous processes, and when they get to the end, they get an offer, and then they forget about how bad the process is. Then 6 months later, they're unhappy in the role. So pay attention to what the process is like. What's the communication? Does the recruiter seem like they're on the same page with the hiring managers? All of these could be potential warnings that you need to pay attention to as a job seeker if you want to find a job that's going to be at least long-term and secure for the next 2 to 3 years.